He really has been. It looks like he's enjoyed it. It looks like he was relishing this challenge, and he's grown as the game's gone on. He's had a few pieces of good fortune, but everyone needs those. But they're more often than not, that's been what's happening. Carlton Palmer's been coming out of defence with the ball at his feet, winning tackles, winning headers.
He's a winner as a person. He's a very bubbly man. Whelan, he deserves something for himself, but he hasn't quite got it here.
We can have another look at the goal, Martin, and what I want you to watch is this area here. Now watch Brian Deane. You would normally think a big lad would pull to the far post because he fancies it, but look at the determined way he drives across the front. Watch his checks, there he goes. He's in at the front post, and he got his reward. Wonderful stuff.
There is Palmer once more. Oh, it was blocked by, it's surely handball. I don't know whether David Ellery saw it. Cantona, Lukic out in front of it. Speed. No offside. Masinga. Whelan in the centre. Deane at closer quarters, joining Whelan now. Speed's coming in as well. A lot of Leeds players up there. This is Brian Deane. He's lost it. And he couldn't reclaim it at the right moment. And Schmeichel was able to make the save.
He was a bit unlucky, you know. I think it arrived at him very quickly. Expecting Masinga to try something. Look at that. Tries to get it out his feet. It's mixed up. And United get lucky when they need to.
Deane's header on, Masinga offside. Alec Ferguson wouldn't have been pleased to see Brian Deane come on, even in an unfamiliar position, because he will, with his excellent recall of past matches, know what Deane has done to them in the past with Sheffield United. Wallace. It comes for Deane. And a second time. Wallace, who was in one of those passive offside positions, suddenly found himself close to the ball.
It was a wonderful cross. He dug it out so well. Looked like it was going nowhere. His foot under the ball and stood it up very well to the back post.
Deane getting the drop on Owen, who thought the ball was going to run out. Kelly quickly up in support. And Speed!
Great ball. The ball made up Gary Speed's mind. It was angled, it was ahead of him. The defenders were stood, Speed was at pace, and that made all the difference. Wonderful ball from Kelly.
Wallace. It's a beautifully weighted ball, initially from Whelan, then from Worthington, on to Wallace. Deane can guide it down here for McAllister. It's recognised the threat. Against Deane again, Giggs losing out, taken on by Speed. Whistle's gone. Free kick to Manchester United. A chance to say a special welcome to our viewers from British servicemen abroad, as far abroad as Bosnia and the Falkland Islands. I'm sure you're enjoying this as much as to the rest of us. Manchester United make a double change, taking off Ryan Giggs, not for the first time this season, and Brian McClare for Lee Sharp and Nicky Butt. Another 19-year-old, squad mate of Whelan's with the England youth team. Butt's a midfield player. It's a tall order for Manchester United to turn this around. Bruce, though, with the sort of effort that's required in these circumstances. What a reliable performer Nigel Worthington is. Must be a manager's dream. He certainly had Wilkinson's dream. He signed him for Notts County, signed him for Sheffield Wednesday, and now he's brought him here to Elland Road. Goal attempts, it's pretty even. Still plenty of recovery time left for the champions, though. Around 25 minutes. Jelskis, well, there seems to be very little room. Cantona lets it run for Hughes. Nicky Butt was the player to the right of Mark Hughes, trying to make the right angle.
Yeah, everything closed around Mark Hughes. There's no space for him to go. It drops at his feet there. He's looking, there's no one wide. Nicky Butt tries to make the run. The ball had to be, it was threaded through a small gap.
Sharp, who actually played in the centre of midfield against Wimbledon within South. Much more used to see him like this galloping down the left, but if it comes to sheer pace, he'll find that Gary Kelly is a capable competitor.
I think more than capable. I mean, Sharp's got the edge on him. He gets the start, and you think, if it holds up, is Kelly going to get back? He just might have done. He is quick.
Dean and Sinker going for the same ball there. For a moment, from our vantage point, it looks as though there might have been a case of clash of heads for two players of the same side. Kelly. McAllister. He's a bit reckless from Butt, who has that edge to his play in midfield. McAllister. Time for this, the Leeds United supporters and indeed the Leeds players, who felt that Manchester United, when the dust has settled, were much better than them in the two meetings last season. Ince. Flag was up against Andre Kanchelskis.
It's not over yet, Mr. Tanner. Not by a long way.
I'm sure the first person to agree with you will be a certain Mr. Wilkinson. It's looking good for Leeds. Bruce. Here's Cantona. Can he get back? He does. Just. Any slight miscalculation then and it would have been a penalty.
Yeah, we were talking about his pace, and here's a great example. I'm sure Lee Sharp thinks he's in there. I'm sure he thinks he's got himself through an opening, but not to be. Kelly just closed the door.
Sharp with the corner. Oh, and it breaks back for Sharp again, and Butt, who'd gone in towards the near post in the first place. Hughes. He realised he got a bit of room there and thought there was time for the extra touch, even that close to goal. It wasn't a good enough touch.
And that's unusual. And they get away with this one. Nigel Worthington on the back post is the one who clears it. The advantage of having a man on the post, but when it comes back out, Nicky Butt stands up, a lovely ball, and you think Hughes will just take it and hit it. I thought he'd actually just nod it across goal, Mark. You see the white shirt between him and goal. It was really a tough decision.
Luke Lukic hurt in that skirmish. Howard Wilkinson just took a couple of bottles of drink to his players there, which is not usually what the manager does, so there might have been a message with it, I think. Jeff Ladley checking out Lukic. Who got into the team at this stage last season after Leeds lost at Liverpool. It was a 2-0 defeat in their 5th match. They're 2-0 up here. Should be a much vaunted victory if it materialised. Weatherall. Dean. Steve Bruce virtually saying, Peter, where are you? Come and get it. Wallace, with a little bit more determination, made it for Manchester United. There's Palmer again. He had to pull out for the second attempt, but Leeds didn't really lose much because of that. Masinga, with good acceleration past Bruce in the first place. Owen, Cantona. Now it's Kanchelskis, Cantona and Hughes waiting to make their moves in the middle. A shorter cross, they tried to tailor it for Paul Ince. Gary Speed got in the way, and it's a Manchester United corner with 20 minutes left. Is the time to try and turn the tide.
Now it would be the perfect time for them to strike.
The fists of Lukic deny them. Leeds had everyone back. Whelan got out quickly though. Hughes. Pallister. Here's May. To Sharp, to Hughes, is it this time? Lukic